Hey there guys, and welcome back to my brand new FIFA 19 Ultimate Team series. Today we're going to be kicking it off. It is a Sunday afternoon. Hope you guys are all well, and today we're going to be starting building Barça. It's going to be a Road to Glory series on Ultimate Team. We're going to be starting on a completely brand new account, no reward packs, no welcome back packs. It's going to be insane. So we're going to be trying to essentially get as many Barcelona players into the squad as we can. There'll be a checklist that we need to be checking off all the players for. We're going to be starting off with the younger ones, such as Ricky Puig, or Ricky Puig as they say in Catalan, and then also Carles Alanya. And then we've also got players in the future that we'll hopefully be getting our hands on, such as, Rakitic, Coutinho, and maybe even one day Lionel Messi, although I doubt that's going to be possible. But you know what? If we trade well, if we do really well in squad battles and in divisions rivals, who knows? We're going to be getting some really good rewards from that. So I decided to go to Spain. I feel as if it's just going to be a lot easier to match up with some of those younger Barca players or the Barca B players who are going to be in this today. It's going to be a lot easier to match them up with some of the Spanish players that we get in these packs. So we're getting Angel, which is going to be really useful. He's relatively quick, decently strong too, not bad dribbling, not bad shooting. He'll be able to go into our team, and as you guys can see, we got a lot of Spanish players. We'll definitely be able to get 90 chem minimum from that once we put it into a 4-3-3 holding formation, using as that little Busquets role. I don't know who's going to sit in it for now, but certainly Samped in the future, and then Busquets in the long-term future. But we decided to pick a lone player. I went for the position striker, and I decided to go for Luis Suarez. I would recommend you guys go for Antoine Griezmann if you're just doing a normal Road to Glory, but this isn't just a normal Road to Glory, it's building Barca. It's going to be absolutely brilliant, and yeah, of course, we're going to be starting off by picking Luis Suarez. We get the kits here, you guys will see. I was tempted to pick Uruguay because Suarez is modelling it, but I thought in the long term, Suarez isn't actually going to be playing for us, so we'll go with the RB Leipzig kit. For now as the home one, I think I did indeed end up selecting, and then we'll move on to the away kits in just a moment, but one thing you guys need to know about this series is I am allowed to play players who aren't from Barcelona, but once we've got enough Barcelona players to fill out a starting 11 in their correct positions, or near about their correct positions, then other players other than Barca players will not be used. So for the first maybe 5 episodes, we won't have all Barcelona players, but certainly by then we definitely will. Maybe even earlier, guys. I don't know how quickly it's going to go. I'll definitely be doing some trading off camera. I'll try to show you guys as much of that as I possibly can. Probably just all the players sold on, but who knows. We wanted to complete our starter objectives here, but they put me in because I'm on a new account, this really weird, tutorial to foot, which I ended up exiting in just a moment, which, of course, was really, really useful. But it was a little bit of a shame the way they just threw us in that, but oh well, I suppose we just got to move on with it. There you go, I finally do indeed manage to just exit it, which was really, really useful for me. And then we could just get back in because I didn't need to continue learning. I could just play and compete. I wanted to get going, and I've been on foot before. I know relatively how it works. I've already started my own little Ultimate Team this year, just on my main account. And for building Barca, it's going to be very similar, the same sort of stuff. But they chuck us into squad battles here. I don't know why. We move on. Certainly by the end of this episode, I'm going to try and get a few Barca players in. Well, maybe, yeah. Let's see. We'll just see. You guys will see. Of course, there's going to be a post-com series for you guys, which is, of course, hopefully that's alright. It just makes it a lot easier for me because a lot goes into these episodes off camera. And if I'm doing it live, it's going to be a lot more difficult and a lot worse, if I'm being honest. This is a checklist. Look how good it looks right now. A lot of players on there, of course. A lot of players. Going to be very difficult to get all of them. The Messi, the Suarez, Coutinho, Jordi Alba, Arturo Vidal. Those sorts of players are going to be expensive. We know that, but over time, we'll certainly make it. The bronze and the silvers are going to be massively important for us at the beginning of the series. And we're just, at the moment, going to be completing our starter objectives. As I said, guys, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to buy a player here. We kind of needed a left back, so I thought I might as well buy Bonilla from Mallorca. There we go. We get to buy him. We get 150 coins back from that. And then we needed to play a match, and we also needed a new player debut. So we needed to play a match and debut Bonilla in that. So it both works together. This is what I'd recommend you guys do if you do indeed have enough EAS coin levels, essentially. I would go on the catalogue and buy all of the good stuff, really. I get some transfer list sizes increased. I get these coin boosts here. I only get the 1,000 ones because the other ones just aren't really that useful, but as the series goes on, when we're not really getting coins from matches and more getting coins from rewards and that sort of stuff, we'll end up unlocking the other coin boosts. But there you go. We get all of the 1,000 ones at the moment up to level 22. I decided to leave it at that. That'll sort us up for 20 games minimum. So that's obviously really, really good. They wanted us to play a game, so I thought, alright, we'll dive into a beginner tournament. We'll just get some coins under our belt for now. You guys can do this on World Class if you want. Sure, go for it. But for now, I'm just going to be playing on beginner. It's just easier, guys. And look at that. We've already got a 94 chemistry squad in that 4-3-3 shape with a holding central defensive midfielder, who I've stuck that bronze in there for now. But this is really easy, guys. You won't struggle on beginner if you've been playing foot for a good amount of time. And of course, we're not struggling here. I'm just getting up to 5 goals, and then I'm essentially just passing it around the back or just sitting on the ball with the goalkeeper for the rest of the 90 minutes. So this is exactly what you guys could do. I would probably recommend you guys doing this, if I'm being honest. Of course, if you want to play professional, go for it. You'll probably get a few more coins for it, but I'm not bothered at the beginning. I just want to complete my start objectives and make it as easy for me as possible. And for you guys who want to follow along maybe how to start foot, this is a good way of doing it, even without buying the Barça players. So there you go. We get the win, of course. It's just first of many there. And again, 1,500 coins because of the coin boost, just from playing 5-0 and winning 5-0 on beginner in a single player season. So really, really easy. As well as doing our star objectives, we do indeed end up completing a daily objective. It's just going to give us another 100 coins and a healing item. Really, really useful for the future, of course, just by playing a game. It also says here, play a match. We're going to be taking 250 coins back from that. And then also a new player debut, of course. We're going to be taking that one too. So there you go, guys. That is essentially how to start it. That's the first batch of objectives done. And, well, how do you like them apples, basically, guys? We get an 83 rated loan player pack. I was just praying for a Barcelona player in this one, but we end up opening it. And I believe we get someone quite cheeky, actually, who I probably won't ever end up using, but he's from the right sort of nation, as you guys were able to see here. There you go, Spanish. Pops with a centre mid. I was just praying for maybe one of those Barca players, though we don't really have a lot of Spanish centre mids right now after Iniesta's departure. But anyway, we get Saul, who I do like a lot, but of course we're not going to be using him. We no longer have to be called Roma AC, as we reach the 2,000 coin mark after just one game. Name your clubs, one of the objectives. We get that done. And we're going to be getting a new stadium from that too, which I do indeed end up equipping, which is really, really nice. And I end up buying a different stadium, actually, because the new camp's not in there, but I end up buying one which is around the same capacity, like 100,000, which is really, really useful. They wanted us to change the formation of our squad. Look how easy that is. Put it to whatever formation is next to yours, and then you can just flip it straight back after. They don't mind. And there you go. In formation, claim that reward. You get a fitness card from just changing your formation. It's very, very simple, these star objectives. Get on here to getting fit. Just need to apply a fitness consumer. I go up to my best player at the moment, which is Angel up front. He's been partnered by Tony Martinez and Alex Blanco on the wings right now. But you know what? He doesn't really need a fitness card, but I decide we'll put one on him anyway, just so that he is fully fit for when we are trying to score with him in the future games. I was tempted to put a gold one on there, but you know what? We'll chuck a bronze one on there. There's no issue with that at all. And there you go, guys. Getting fit. That's another one done. They wanted me to then go ahead and play another single player match, but before that we do need to have this pack to open, which is again going to be an 83 rated plus loan player reward pack. I believe we get someone quite interesting here, and if you guys have been keeping up with the Atletico Madrid career mode, you'll know this guy scored an absolute screamer against us in the Champions League, Shinji Kagawa, and we get him, which is a little bit of a me by A, but they wanted us to put everyone in their correct positions. Basically, we had a few players out of position, so I just brought some bronzes in, put them straight back afterwards. 350 coins there. And the final one of batch 2 was to play another single player match. Of course, we're going to be diving into that. That's not an issue whatsoever. And again, same team. They didn't really lose much fitness last game. Everyone on 95 plus anyway. And again, it's the same sort of result. We're just going to be going on beginner, guys. I know this might be a little bit boring at first, but this is the way I like to go. This is the easiest way to do it, guys. Best way to get coins, and by the end of this we're going to be getting 3k out of just the 2 games plus the starter objective coins, so it's looking good, guys. It is a really good start, and at the end of the episode I'll try and buy some Barca players for you guys, as you'll be able to go ahead and see. A little bit of a mess there, but look how bad they are. They don't even try. You can just pop it into the corners of the net. Again, I only went to 5 this time because again there's no need to go for any more. Smashed into the roof of the net there by Tony Martinez, and there you go. That's all 5 goals done. Again, 1,500 coins in the bank, 3,000 coins as I previously mentioned from all the games combined. And there you go, 2 out of 2 in Division 10 of the single player beginner season, as you would expect. And we get a silver contracts pack from that, and also, once we've opened this, we'll actually have Phase 2 of the starter objectives done. So as you guys can see there we go. We get it done. The club, Section 2, is complete, and we're going to be getting a silver reward pack from that. So loads of packs to open, loads of rewards that they actually end up giving you. And yeah, we're essentially from this, we're trying to get as many tradable packs as possible, because at the moment we've literally got no tradable packs to sell any of our players, which is a real shame. But we get Welsh there, who again I don't actually think this was a tradable pack, which is a real shame. But in the near future we do need to end up getting some tradable packs, which are going to be really useful for getting some more coins in the future. They wanted to do some more objectives for us here. They said improving chemistry. And oh yeah, we just needed to put someone who had like the same links together. So I ended up putting these two Dutch players in. It can be in any position you want. They get a little green link there, and that's of course the improving chemistry one done. Again, they wanted us to do a contract extension, which we'll do in a minute. We also get a contracts pack here, incidentally, which we're going to be opening. And again, it's very straightforward stuff. It looks very tedious at the beginning, but it's really super useful to get all of these done. They want you to apply a contract consumer. Well, again, we're going to be using Angel as the example of this. We miss it a little bit there. We go back to contracts. I decided to put another bronze one on him because there's no need. He's already on 44, and after this episode, he's not really going to be playing too many games after. So, it doesn't matter. 150 coins there, nearly 4k in the bank now. Once we buy this contract, we'll be straight up there. I decided to buy one. I decided to buy a gold one anyway. I didn't really see any of the rare ones, so I just decided to buy a gold one. It's going to be useful for sure. Again, you probably lose a few coins from that, but in the long term, you'll win them back. And then they wanted me to challenge the Team of the Week, which is going to be the final game of this episode, I do indeed believe. That's the Team of the Week. I decided not to test myself too much again, and I think we just whacked into this on beginner. You're only going to get 50 coins in it, but after the coin boost, of course, you're going to be getting a lot more. I decided, because I was only getting 50 coins, to actually score quite a few goals in this one. I believe we went up to 10 maybe this time, which was a little bit brutal, but you know what? We do it our way, and there you go, Tony Martinez getting on the score sheet. We move it along here, Carbonell getting his first goal for the club, popping into the top corner. Moves on here to Angel, I believe. Yeah, he wallops one in the near post there, nicely placed. Another chance here, Alex Blanco cutting inside, and a nice slick finish actually into the corner, that one. That's 5. Move on here for the 6th. Alex Blanco again, rifled in on his left side, I believe his stronger side. Tony Martinez getting in on goal here, smashes it across the goalkeeper. 7-0 for the boys. Pulled into here to Vicente Gomez. Angel makes it 8. And then I believe he may also get the last 9 and 10 there. But again, I leave some of these celebrations in because they are actually insane. It's Angel every time who does them, but I promise after this episode I'll cut them out. But yeah, there you go, another cheeky celebration. Angel again into the top corner. Another chance for Angel cutting inside. Fake shotting and then finishing. We make it 10, and I actually dropped my controller here again, as I've been doing for all the previous games, but this time they ended up actually scoring, which is a little bit of a shame, but it doesn't matter. You do need to be a little bit careful about that, though, in the future. Another one of these packs that we're going to be getting here, guys, doesn't mean a lot, because I think this was another one of those packs that isn't tradable, and yeah, it's a lone player. It's Hamsik this time, as you guys can clearly see here, who is 87 rated, which is really interesting, and may have been a walkout, but I'm not interested in that. I skip it anyway. This was actually one of those tradable packs that you guys can see here. It has little coins above the item. So that's going to be super useful to end up selling on some of those items in the future. And we complete the 3rd phase after challenging the Team of the Week. And we're going to be getting a gold pack for that, which I'm going to be doing a little mini pack opening with next episode. So stay tuned for that, which is going to be coming out maybe later today even, guys. A nice double upload of Building Barça on the first day of the release. I couldn't really do too much in terms of the 4th phase of these objectives, so I decided to just make another green link out of these guys. For some reason they like it, I don't know why, and there you go, we move out, we get the green link, we claim the reward, and again it's a 2-player pack, which of course we're going to be saving for next episode. We move on here to the new signing section. I'm going to be doing that later for sure, but for now, I thought, right, let's get the club sorted, let's get all of the kits in. We bought the La Liga ball, we got the Barça badge, very, very cheap indeed. I was expecting it to be a lot more than that, but there you go, we make that the active item, of course, looking a lot better now. I saw these 2 Barça kits on the market, the away kit and the home kit. Of course, we're not going to be needing the alternate kit, or the 3rd shirt, and that's absolutely fine. We get the Barça home kit in. We just missed out there on the other one, but we end up buying it for 200 coins anyway, just a moment later, which is of course absolutely brilliant, and we're going to be activating those 2 kits as the kits that we are indeed going to be using, which is absolutely brilliant. So we got a few things in there. I decided to buy the Estadio Azteca later, guys, because it is around 100,000 capacity, which is really, really similar to the new Camp in Real Life, or the Camp Nou. So that's the stadium I elect to use, and that should be in place by the start of next episode, and I'll remind you guys about that later. But we've got a lot of coins right now, and I decided, what better way to start off than doing an SBC here, guys. I don't have a lot of bronze players in the club right now because I didn't really have many reward packs, and it's not looking too good in terms of bronze players, but we have a few, and we decide to sacrifice a few here. So we put in a goalkeeper there. Yes, and don't show this message again. We know how to do the SBCs. There is the first step done, and we get a bronze reward for that one. And then we move on here to, this is the third step. I end up cutting out the second step because you guys don't need to see it. But by the end of it, you know, we've done all 3 of them. We're looking good indeed. And we're going to be getting some bronze player packs from that, guys, which is going to be super useful for future SBCs. I'm going to be doing another SBC, I believe, next episode. And also another 2 players pack, untradeable again. But if we pack a Barca player in that, then that's absolutely brilliant, and that's absolutely essential for us, of course, and we'll check them off the checklist. But you guys will have to wait and see for next episode if we do end up getting a Barca player in that, which would be absolutely incredible. But we're moving on. We're going to be opening these bronze packs. Again, I think this is all untradeable, which is a real shame. You know, very, very few tradable items in this episode, which is a little bit of a nightmare, if I'm being honest. And again, you know, it's all untradeable. Again, this pack's untradeable, and the other bronze pack's going to be untradeable. But there you go. All we can use these bronze players for is going to be the SPCs. And once we've got all the Barca players in, or a few Barca players in, I don't need to fill up a bench. I'm probably just going to discard all of the other players in the club that I don't need, because it's just going to make the club look a lot cleaner with only Barcelona items in it. Again, we move on here. That bronze pack's out of the way. We open another one here. This was a much smaller one, I believe, only 4 items, but we'll have to wait and see about that. It opens, and we get a header there from Mexico. Not a lot of pace in him, so of course, even if he was tradable, he wouldn't be selling for a lot. But again, it's another untradable pack. And it's time, guys. It really is time. We got nearly 5k in the bank after the first episode, and I decided, let's go out there and buy the whole bronze column and the whole silver column. Only 1 bronze at Barca, actually, this FIFA, so that's Ezquieta, the goalkeeper. You know, he's going to be in goal for us just for a couple of games before we start to pick up Silerson and Ter Stegen. So, he goes in goal. I get Samper, Alenya and Ezquieta all on buy nows. And that's obviously a really, really good start. And then I also have this other 4 here who I'm going to be bidding on. The first one we get the bid on here is Musa Wague. Got a lot of pace, and he's from Barca, and he's a silver card, so he was a little bit more expensive than the others. 750 coins for him, but that's not an issue. We'll be signing him up, and certainly using him in the future. Into the club he goes. Ricky Puig, or Ricky Puig, as I previously mentioned, is going to be another one coming in here. Just 250 coins, which at the time I didn't really realise how much of an insane steal that was. But there you go. There's another signing, purchased, and he's going to be plotted into the club too, which is absolutely brilliant. Then we get Abel Ruiz here, another really good deal. You know, he's usually going for about 750, 800 coins, but we end up picking him up here for 400 coins, which is really, really efficient and effective. Miranda, they kept on outbidding us, but I believe we get him in the end, as you guys will just about be able to see. He's going to actually play a big role in real life, Miranda, hopefully this season, with no real replacement in the first team for Jordi Alba. So he's going to be there, thereabouts, certainly in the Copa matches. And we get him for 400 coins, so another really, really good addition for us. He's going to be super important in the early stages of this series with no Cucurella this year. Of course, he's on a permanent move to Abad. I think it's permanent anyway, and that's how the checklist looks at the start of the episode, guys. Really slick. And look at it now. Look at all of these signings that we've made. Whole bronze column done. Whole silver column done. And despite there only being 1 guy in the bronze column, we're looking good. We had 1,200 coins left over, and I decided let's go ahead and get Ernesto Valverde. And after we buy the stadium, I think we're left on only about like 300 coins. So we don't have a lot of coins left, but it's not an issue, guys. It really isn't. It's been a fantastic first episode. We've got a lot done. We've got a lot of our starter objectives done, and we've got a really solid Barca team together here with just 4 players who don't play for Barca. But, you know, in the next 4 or 5 episodes, that'll be completely mopped up. We're going to try and make this speedy, this series, picking up players left, right, and centre. And I can assure you guys, with a bit of trading off camera, with a few games played with the coin boost, we're going to be able to get the players super quick. They're not too expensive, the lesser known ones, so there's going to be no issue there. And, yeah, it's going to be really, really good in my opinion. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Drop a like on it if you have enjoyed it, and if you are looking forward for more building Barca in the future. I'll try and get another episode out tonight if I can, but for now it would be massively appreciated by me if you guys could drop a like on the video. And again, I'm going to see you guys very, very soon. Goodbye.